the country.
I think, you see, before I forget, there was a video that went viral in which we were told that a basket of tomatoes.
Yeah.
Did you see that video? Was, I think, 4,000.
Yes. No, by the time it gets here, it's 140,000.
So you can see, well, you know, but before it gets here, transport costs. You know, those trucks. Transport costs, all those extortionists, soldiers, and policemen, you know, the cost will have quadrupled.
In geometric progression.
So it also reinforces the point that it is not that there is no food, but a lot of our people can't afford because of...
there's no famine. There's no famine. It's the distribution. It's the cost of getting to the people.
And talking about...
And a lot of farm produce even rot away in the rural areas because of bad roads.
There's no road.
So there's a need to fix those state and interstate roads.
Right.
So that farm produce can move freely. I saw a bucket of
tomato,
oranges
along the road
in Boko.
Yes.
You see how cheap it is. Whereas here, oh God, if we can find a way to move produce at a much cheaper rate to different parts of our country, I'm sure it will also help us achieve stability
in food prices. Yeah, and you know, you mentioned the issue of tomatoes, and you know, majority of us rely on. Well, I say the tomatoes comes largely from the north. We have the tomatoes, the onions, and all of that. But then again, one would ask, why can't we grow these crops right here? Because we have the soil, we have the land.
Let me tell you something. We have mentioned it. It's because we abandoned the land. Look, my late mom, she was a major onion seller. I understand that. She normally travels to Abatan when they bring it from the north and bring it to Abekuta. That was the only item I know. It was coming from the north when I was very young. Tomato here is round like this.
Yes.
Tomato. This is white. We were doing it, but because oil came in 1970, and our sense of reasoning and our leaders, they went mad. They were no more planning again. Because all these things, we are growing them here, except onion. And because of the land of the north, onion grows better in the northern part of Nigeria. You cannot even grow it here. It's not on commercial business here. But I'm telling you, beans, white beans. When last have you seen white beans here again? That's disappeared. So it is because of the lack of will on the part of the leadership. And I blame more because I don't like always saying that about the president, everything. Who are those people who are in control of land in Nigeria? State governors are in control of land in Nigeria. And each of the state governors have the capacity to do whatever they want to do. Let them. Yes, I understand that you cannot handle a Greek. Government cannot go into business. But government can provide infrastructure. Look at most of the states in the Southwest. I can say this thing. No state in the Southwest has any reason to go and build the airport. Ekiti State building airport, Ogun State building airport. 90% of the roads, rural roads that can bring food to the major centers, they are in bad shape. And you are building airport for who? Now, Ogun State was giving an excuse that they want to be producing food. Before you can bring your produce to the airport, where is the road that all the cultural produce? You want to say it's a cargo airport. Cargo of what? Is it cargo of cassava, or cargo of yam, or cargo of I don't know what, or cargo of rice? It's a misplaced priority. Let them go and no Babangida until he missed the road in 1990. Babangida met well with the D3. They were tarring all nooks and crannies of Nigeria to close the gap between the rural areas, because they are really our food basket. But when there's no road, like you said, now as we talk now, when you go to Ibadan to get there, you can still get a bunch of banana for 250 naira. When you bring that banana to Lagos, it cannot be less than 5,000. I am telling you. So our people are actually active, but there's no road to bring those things. Travel to all look at it for local government, some of the biggest local governments in Nigeria. There's no single road. That Coca farm settlement, one of the oldest in Nigeria, is in for local government. And before that Coca, before you get to Coca, thank God for Governor Shoba who started that road from Ifo down to Coca. That the road that leads to President Obasanjo's village. So I think that our governor should focus more on building internal roads, link roads within the state. within the state. Right. Leave the highway to the federal government. Or the full production belt of all the states. We have more rural areas up till now. Let them construct even if you cannot construct, now that Dangote has come up with their option that it is more better and cheaper to construct road with concrete than using bitumen. Spending our scarce foreign exchange on bitumen. In Ogun State, they have about 5 cement plants, Ibeshi, Shagamu, and the Ewekoro here. 3 that have been there for ages. Let them be using that thing to construct link roads in the rural areas. Because there is no way, no economy that can take place except the rural areas are linked to the urban centers.
Right.
So we need to, it's unfortunate that people have no vision. You know, when Awolowo came in 1979, sorry to take you back, he said, free education, free health services, integrated rural development and full employment. But now, that integrated rural development is lacking in all parts of Nigeria. Instead of building esoteric projects all over the place, let our governors, all parts of Nigeria, let them concentrate 60% of the budget for road construction in the rural areas so that food can come out. When food can come out to the main towns, then you can guarantee that it will be cheaper those days. But now, the reverse is the case. So the only thing we can do is to let us construct as many roads as possible. Infrastructural development in the area. So when you provide infrastructure, you are indirectly bringing the price of things down. Yeah. Like Fashola used to say that when you construct road, you increase the lifespan of the people living on that road, you increase the value of their property, and you also increase the ease of doing business.